I don't think this is going to endure much longer.
If anything happens to Guaido or his family, if he's arrested, if he's harmed, what will the U.S. do? Will the U.S. take military action?
Well, we've made it very clear we expect Maduro and his regime not to do that. It was very interesting, as it has been for months. Yesterday, it was not the regular military on the street. It was the police, the National Guard, and some of the colectivos. I think if they gave an order to the military to arrest Guaido, they'd disobey it. That would be the end of Maduro. But the president's been clear and concise on this point. All options are open. We want a peaceful transfer of power, but we're not going to see Guaido mistreated by this regime.
I know you've seen the president today. Can you share his view? Is he watching the hearings? Is he talking about it? What is his mood today?
Well, we were talking about other things in the Oval Office just a few minutes ago. He's following the situation in Venezuela very, very closely, I can tell you that.
Thank you very much. Good to see you, John Bolton from the White House. Brian, back to you.
Thank you, Andrea Mitchell. We appreciate that special report and key interview. And Nicolle Wallace, you were just making a point here among us that, in a way, this is tied in with everything else we're witnessing.
Yeah, look, these stories are so important. These are, I mean, you cannot...
This is Venezuela.
Yes, Venezuela. And if you remember the images of Tiananmen Square, you see tanks driving near pedestrians and your heart grips. I think one of the conundrums, if you will, of the Trump presidency is because there's been such a lack of clarity around foreign policy, around some key American adversaries like Russia. When these crises come to pass, people are disoriented. It's not clear which side we're on. Not that the side that we're on is everything. There are obviously civilians on both sides, but these stories are very disorienting for people. I mean, it's good that we broke in, and Andrea had an important interview, and I know we've been covering it. But I think these stories land in a very disorienting way to a country that's been sort of pulled into politics on just about everything. And I think if you look at cause and effect, one of the effects of all the fog around the Russia question and the Russia attack on our democracy, if that's the cause, the effect is a lot of confusion around American and Trump-led foreign policy.
Chuck, to bring it back fully to things domestic,